Microcasting for your city. Talkapolis.
MUGSHOTZ, where we bring you a sampling of the craziest criminal antics from Nashville and beyond. All suspects are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Today's show is brought to you by locally owned and operated Highland Rim Speedway. Highland Rim Speedway is celebrating its 50th anniversary this year with great short-track door-to-door stock car racing in a safe, family-friendly atmosphere. Visit their website at highlandrim.com. From the family grocery hauler to fire-breathing racing engines, the one name you need to know is USA Motor and Machine, located at 51 Cleveland Avenue in Nashville, Tennessee. Give them a call at 615-726-3725 or at usamotorandmachine.com.
Welcome to MUGSHOTZ. We're going to give you all the craziest criminal antics we can today. You need to stick around so that we can let you know about bad teachers, celebrity mugshots, and you need to stick around so that we can run through our skip traces, our people who have skipped bond, so that you can earn some straight cash for the Christmas holidays, so that not only can you feel good about turning people in, but you can make money while doing it.
Jeff Meeks and Chris Austin invite you to watch your favorite sports event at the Batter's Box at 43 Hermitage Avenue in Nashville, Tennessee. The Batter's Box offers shuttle service to all Titans home games. It's a great place for friends to gather for the game and after the game. So check out the Batter's Box Bar and Grill, and thanks again for sponsoring the show. Bandwidth for today's show is brought to you by SoftLayer.com. We love SoftLayer here at Talkapolis. They are the greatest hosting company ever. They make everything easy. Check out their website at SoftLayer.com. Thanks again for sponsoring the show.
Howdy, folks, friends and neighbors. Welcome back to MUGSHOTZ. We have a great show for you today. That's me and Brian do. We're going to get started here with our first segment called Celebrity Mugshots.
Celebrities.
This is my celebrity because I have a tiny crush on Woody Harrelson, and he got busted back in 1982.
Tiny?
A tiny crush, yeah. He got busted for dancing in the streets, Woody style. Like, since when is that a crime? I don't know. Poor guy got his mugshot taken because he likes to party.
Apparently in Columbus, Ohio in 1982 is when it was illegal.
That was back in the dirty dancing days when dancing in the streets was not allowed. He got arrested, you know, later for planting some hemp seeds in Kentucky. He did it all on camera and everything. And he's not afraid to go up against the law for things that he believes in. And in this case, dancing in the streets with no shoes on.
Just cutting loose.
Just cutting loose.
That's all I want to do.
I don't
Just have a good time.
A crime, and it's not a crime to look hot in that weird 70s shirt either.
No, it's not.
But some folks think it is.
I agree with you.
Apparently, you know, it's hard to be a celebrity because you just get busted for having too much of a good time. And we see this is clearly evident in our next celebrity mugshot, which is Brian's.
Both of them basically got in trouble for having a good time. Our good friend Snooki from the now, is it over Jersey Shore? Is it
It'll always live on in our hearts, but I think officially it's over. Yeah.
It's in our hearts, but not on our TVs anymore.
She's written a book. Who knew?
I would like it proven that she wrote the book.
Okay.
But Snooki, as they kind of did on Jersey Shore, went to the boardwalk and got drunk enough where somebody called and said, "Hey, this girl that's obnoxious on TV is just being too obnoxious in real life."
Yeah.
And she's face down in the sand. Could somebody come help her up?
Yeah.
And the only people that really wanted to do it were the police.
No, and the fact that I don't think it was a coincidence that the show Jersey Shore was rolling the entire time, which kind of begs the question, like, who was feeding Snooki the little Snooki shots? The show was, because they like that. They like that. It's like the best thing that can ever happen in reality television is when you actually go to jail.
Drunk Jersey people?
Yeah, disorderly conduct. But she's like, that's just the way we roll. The mascara on her face is also awesome. I don't know if you can see that at home, but she was obviously passed out, drooling in the sand and crying when she got that mugshot taken. She looks a little like a spider. But I really do like her, and they call her the queen of the bumpits. And I have no idea what that means.
It's those things you stick in your hair to make them bigger.
Oh, it's not a dance move? I thought it was a dance craze.
It is now.
Oh, that's my one-sided bump it move.
It was not 12 seconds ago.
Those are our celebrity shots. Let us know when you download the app or check us out at Talkapolis, and let us know what was your favorite celebrity mugshot, and we might even put it in the show, right, Brian?
Yes, I think we should, and you can only do that by leaving us comments on our YouTube page, possibly on our website, on Facebook. you could Instagram us or leave a comment about a picture that and say, hey, Kelsey in that picture looks like a celebrity who got arrested, and it's this person, and then we'll use that picture and say this is celebrity lookalike Kelsey.
Okay, well, this is also a good time to mention, I think, safety first, people. We're going to be talking about some real, actual criminals in this show. Don't try to apprehend them yourself. Don't be a hero. Just call up the hotline, let people know, get them caught the old-fashioned way, collect your money.
Yeah.
But
and the money that's being offered is for information leading to their arrest.
That's right.
Not for their actual arresting of their arrest.
That's right.
You don't have to do that.
But this show is a little bit like the show Jackass. Don't try this at home. Don't be a hero. But
yes.
What you might want to try at home is our hot teacher. This is our...
Because you can try this one now.
you can try her. She's out of jail.
Available. This is kind of a recap of a story from several years ago. Pamela Turner Rogers, who in 2005 admitted to having sex with a 13-year-old student. She was an elementary school teacher at the time, and I don't know what falls under that parameters there.
He may have been held back, but we don't know where they met, but we do know that she did 8 years of hard time. She got her sentence slightly commuted and got out early for good behavior. Yeah, for taking self-help classes in prison. What other kind of classes are you supposed to take in prison to get, like, your sentence commuted for?
You could take, yes, I would be fine with that.
Well, here's the thing.
Because they's crooks anyhow.
She got back in touch with this kid, and the family was not into it. So when she got out of prison, she was still looking for, this is what always breaks my heart about the bad teacher chicks. They do fall in love. I think a lot of times it's not just about the underage sex, which I'm sure is very alluring to them at the time. It is about the love. And he's 20 now, and big shocker here, he lives at home with his mom and has a kid.
Well, you gotta have something. But we do have, I think, a little bit of video, so you can take a look at Pamela Rogers and let her know, or you can see how her update's going.
Okay, let's check it out.
This is the last time we saw Pamela Turner Rogers.
I've really grown a lot here. I've realized that, I don't feel the same.
4 years ago, she asked the parole board for an early release from prison. They declined, keeping her behind bars, but now Rogers is out.
No, it doesn't surprise me at all that she would be released. It appears as though she's flattened her sentence.
Most will remember Rogers' beauty queen persona that made her arrest back in 2005 a national story. So much so, an artist in Denver even marketed this 6-inch clay doll of Rogers. The former Centertown teacher had admitted to a sexual relationship with a 13-year-old male student. She cut a deal for probation, but went back to jail after sending graphic photos of herself to the young victim. Rogers was looking at a release date in 2014 or 15, but she left early.
Welcome back to Mugshots. This is where we give you the local mugshots, right, Brian? The stuff that you need to be looking out for right here in our own backyard. Our first story is an East Tennessee man.
I think they've got this guy.
They do?
I think he's been arrested because this guy, Jerry Leon Poe, who's 62 years old. He's from around this way, if Oak Ridge is around this way. So East Tennessee, but on Black Friday, the biggest shopping day of the year as far as retailers are concerned, he was in such a hurry to get to the Walmart to buy a stereo before they ran out.
For his grandson.
That he decided he would shoot the car of the woman in front of him because what he said was that she wouldn't get out of the way.
Yeah, she was just a lady driver on Black Friday. He's trying to get to himself to the Oak Ridge Walmart and get in the 5-hour line, and this lady will not move, and he just decides to pull out his gun and shoot the car.
Yeah, but to be fair, he did have a bumper sticker that said, "Horn broke, watch for gun."
Well, I feel a little sorry for this guy because I think he does know what he did is wrong, but he allegedly just sort of snapped.
He said he just lost it.
Without bond, Brian. That's bad. He's in there.
He is, but I think whenever you're just firing in a parking lot,
yeah, no, it's bad.
It's probably not the best idea.
Those two things, Black Friday, road rage, holidays, there's a lot going on. The whole thing sounds like it's out of a Faulkner novel.
But looking at his mugshot, with the Coke bottles that are in those glasses frames, there's no way he's hitting anyone.
She's so lucky.
Like,
he was probably aiming for her face.
Yeah.
That'll make her move over.
He was going for a kill shot, and he just barely grazed the bumper. Oh, that's not funny, but it is. Moving on. A Decatur, Georgia man who the police eventually found out was Tony McKibben.
But his alias, I love this. It's Giovanni Crawford. He goes by Giovanni Crawford,
which is a
sexy
ticket selling name.
My crime name / stripper name.
But he got busted for selling, was it 3? He sold 3 counterfeit tickets to the Titans-Bears games and then had 2 counterfeit $100 bills on him whenever the police finally told him, hey, we're the police and you're trying to sell tickets to us, and he tried to take off, but he didn't get very far.
A guy who definitely watches a lot of crime shows because he had the whole counterfeit thing going across the board. His identity, his cash, and his tickets were all fake.
Sadly, the $100 bills were just hand-drawn and not very well.
They're just a big IOU.
But it's, and I think the reason he's, my guess, my legal expertise are coming out on this, but I think you don't get to, you don't get bond, you don't get a bail if you're carrying around fake money.
Really?
Yeah, it seems like that's one of the bigger offenses. If you're making fake money, since the country doesn't have any as is, they don't want you just making your own.
No, the
tickets seem like kind of
this great nation of ours definitely looks down on counterfeiting.
Yeah, no, we don't enjoy it at all. But it says that Florida, he's also wanted in Florida.
He's being extradited back to Florida.
Once his charges here are resolved, he's going back to Florida, where it'll be warmer in his
There's
cell.
a lot more faking going on down in Florida.
Absolutely.
This is a very disturbing story, Brian. I'm not at all pleased with this story about this dude.
No, James Oden, not good. And it didn't even, James Oden got charged with 2 counts of especially aggravated kidnapping and 1 count of aggravated assault for taking part in a brief abduction of a 31-year-old man and his 3-year-old daughter.
Yes, and he had duct tape with him.
He had duct tape and a knife and had on a black hoodie and a bandana, but he walked up after the original kidnapper, put the gun to the victim's neck, got him into the car. They started wrestling. The first kidnapper drops the gun. Oden just walks up and picks up the gun and hands it back to his buddy. They get in the car for a few minutes. Then they pull up next to a police officer who's making a traffic stop.
So random, but...
And start wrestling there, too.
But the darker side of me says, I think they were after the guy to get the girl, to get the baby, the 3-year-old. Because why would you just kidnap a 31-year-old dude and his daughter?
Nobody's paying for him.
No. I think they were going for her. But I don't know. But thank goodness that traffic cop was there.
Yeah.
I'm never going to make fun of traffic cops again. Not that I did. I mean, not publicly.
No.
Yeah.
They're off the list.
Yeah. But I went as a meter maid. I often dress as a meter maid. Or a barmaid or a milkmaid. But moving
orders?
on.
Okay.
Let's get to our next story. Oh, this guy's in trouble.
This is one of my favorite dumb things ever. So, police say they found $30,000 on a Chattanooga man they stopped on a DUI charge in Clarksville. And when it says that they stopped him, it's a little misleading because he stopped himself.
He fell asleep at the wheel at a stoplight. Right?
Got crunked up enough, whatever you want to call it, so that he passed out at a stoplight, engine running, car still on, he's just completely asleep. The light turns green, car goes nowhere, police sees it, pulls over and says, wonder what's wrong here.
And Officer Wright, he found a case, an orange case, and it contained a metal pipe, marijuana, rolling papers, and a vacuum-sealed freezer bag. And I have all that stuff in my car, but that's not really the problem. The problem is that's all naughty, but they found $30,000 in cash. And that almost always says
30 grand in the bag.
You're a dealer.
And they traced it back, and it was from the proceeds from drug sales. If you're giving 30 grand, if you're the guy running the show and you give 30 grand to your guy to take back to Chattanooga, isn't one of the rules you're not allowed to have drinks until you get back to Chattanooga and you don't have the money in the car?
It should be. I think they need to work on their literature. Drug dealing for dummies. There's certain protocols that were not followed in this case, and he is paying the price. What is his? So he got a DUI, possession, unlawful drug paraphernalia, but it doesn't say anything with intent to sell. But that 30 grand is going to get him in a lot of trouble because that does show that he.
The money was seized, and basically, if they can't prove that. Somebody has to go back. If they want that money, they're going to have to go to the police and say, oh yeah, that's my $30,000 and it's for these things that are completely legit. So the cops made 30 grand that day, and then this guy's going to get to spend a couple months in jail probably. And whenever he gets out of jail, that's when his real trouble starts.
That's where the real, you know you're in trouble when you get out of jail and your real trouble starts.
All right, I think now we're moving on to our skips. Is that where we're going?
It's actually, this segment's called Seeking Information. This is a new segment for us. And this is stuff that's gone on in our local community here in Nashville, Tennessee, Middle Tennessee, where you could be helpful by calling in to help give us information for crimes that have happened and where we haven't got anybody yet.
Yep, and the information line for this is 615-74-CRIME. You will have to spell that out on your phone because I do not know which numbers that is right now. First one, police are looking for 2 suspects in a home invasion overnight at 1800 Zermatt Avenue in South Nashville.
The suspects, this is a Xanax burglar.
They took the victim's Xanax after they forced their way into the home, and I don't know if that means that they stole the Xanax or they were just so stressed from breaking in that they went ahead and took some, and they were like, we're just going to chill out for a minute. And then when they left, the people whose home it was were like, doors busted, and they didn't leave any money for the Xanax. I'm calling police.
Our next story is another disturbing story about a Laverne man who was shot multiple times. An actual spattering of gunshot went through, and he was trying to protect his kids. And they don't know who did the drive-by shooting, but it sounds like a real mess. It's the next.
Yeah, it's in Laverne. It was at 105 Hickory Street. Randy Malone is the victim in this case. He was shot several times below the waist with a high-powered rifle. Conscious and speaking afterwards, but was protecting his kids at home. And they said that if he had not done what he did, that there's a good chance his kids would have gotten shot.
We don't know if there's a backstory to that, why the shooting happened, but if you have any information that could help police on that, please go to the 615-74-CRIME call-in number and do your Good Samaritan act for the day. Stay tuned. When we come back, you're going to hear all about the latest skips wanted by Jenkins Bonding. Any of those skips would get you a cool $300 to put in your pocket for any information leading to their arrest. Right after this.
Jeff Meeks and Chris Austin invite you to watch your favorite sports event at the Batters Box at 43 Hermitage Avenue in Nashville, Tennessee. The Batters Box offers shuttle service to all Titans home games. It's a great place for friends to gather for the game and after the game. So check out the Batters Box Bar and Grill, and thanks again for sponsoring the show.
Welcome back to Mugshots. We're going to tell you now, what are skips, Brian? Explain that for the folks in
those are people who have jumped bail or jumped bond, whichever. They got bonded out or bailed out of prison or jail on their arrest, and then they decided to disappear on their bonding company.
Okay.
They were supposed to go back to court, and they did not, and now there is a financial reward for these people. The one thing, as we're running down these stories again, and Greta's already mentioned it, but just to repeat, don't try to apprehend these people yourselves. If you do, you don't get the money.
And like, you may get a cap in your ass.
Yeah, even if, and not that kind of cap.
No. Not nearly as cool as this one.
Even if you do manage to apprehend said suspects and take them back, you won't get the money. The money is for information that leads to their arrests.
Yeah,
so,
it's not CSI here. Just call up on the phone.
Yeah, use a regular phone.
And we're supposed to call the bondsman themselves, right? Which is Jenkins Bonding. And that number, again, is 615-254-2070. Our first skip is Alicia Caldwell. She is wanted for aggravated assault on a police officer and theft of property. She may be in Murfreesboro, Nashville, or get this, Iowa. So
because when I think Murfreesboro and Nashville, next in line, Iowa.
She must have some people in Iowa, so take a look for her. Our next skip is Stephen J. Brown, wanted for driving on a revoked license. This may be the stupidest thing to have skipped bond on of all time. He has a revoked license, and that's really not that big of a deal. But when
do you know what you have to do to not get in trouble on that?
What?
Just go and do whatever they told you to do to get your license back.
Right. But now he's like on the lam over a license.
Yeah, which means that now he gets to go to, like, he has a reason to be gone now that he's run.
Yeah. But look at his face. He looks really, he's kind of stunned in that photo.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. That it all came to this, you know? First he didn't renew his license, and now he's on the lam. And he could be in the lam, where is he? And he could be in Michigan. Keep an eye out.
It's so close to Canada, where people think that they don't extradite.
Yeah.
They do.
Don't go up there and try to get a Canadian license while yours is still revoked back there.
They're going to ask to see your Tennessee license.
That's right. And our last
send you back.
skip. This chick is unbelievable. Selena Reed. She's wanted for criminal simulation. I first read that as stimulation, and it's not. It's criminal simulation, drug paraphernalia,
Bad teacher.
including a legend drug. Okay, and I did not know what this was, but a legend drug is a prescription drug. But what she's been doing is actually selling fake drugs as prescription drugs, and she got busted for that. She's from Clarksville. Again, there's a reward, $300 from Jenkins Bonding. If you know anything about Selena Reed, Stephen J. Brown, or Alicia Caldwell, please get in touch with Jenkins Bonding and put $300 in your pocket.
$300.
Yeah.
It's not bad for a phone call.
No. Keep your eyes out, people.
Yeah.
We all have to be each other's, lookout.
We got to help people.
We got to be a good neighbor.
It's that time of year.
It is. It's not the time to commit crimes, but plenty of people are. We hope you've enjoyed this edition of Mugshots. I'm Greta Gaines. This is Brian.
Hello.
And we've enjoyed being here with you today. And stick with us next week, and we'll have more good criminals, bad criminals, and everything in between coming your way. Microcasting for your city. Talkapolis.